So, Halloween season is once more upon us, so I thought I'd make a more appropriate video for everyone. Japan has gifted the world with many remarkable creators of art and entertainment, from the colorful worlds of Studio Ghibli to the epic battles of Dragon Ball Z. But today, we're stepping into the spine-chilling, nightmarish world of one of Japan's most iconic horror manga artists, Junji Ito, or Ito Junji. Born in 1963 in Gifu Prefecture, Junji Ito didn't grow up thinking he would terrify millions with his art. In fact, he began his journey as a dental technician. While many of us might think of dentistry as scary enough, Junji's true fear came from a different source, his own childhood. Ito found his early inspiration in the works of another manga legend, Kazuo Umezu, the creator of horror classics like The Drifting Classroom. As a child, Ito would spend hours devouring horror manga, and eventually he began drawing his own disturbing images. In 1986, while still working in dentistry, Ito submitted his work for the first Kazuo Umezu Prize in a monthly Halloween magazine competition and shocked the judges with his submission. That story? It was Tomier, which would go on to become one of his most iconic works. Tomier is the story of a beautiful yet horrifying woman who causes anyone she meets to descend into madness. And no matter how many times she's killed, she always returns. Ito managed to take a simple concept and turn it into something that keeps readers up at night. Tomier became so successful that it led to numerous adaptations, from live-action films to TV series, solidifying Ito's reputation as a master of horror. But it wasn't just Tomier that turned heads. Now, what makes Junji Ito's work so unsettling? It's not just the monsters or the supernatural. It's how he makes the ordinary horrifying. Whether it's spirals in Uzumaki, or an invasion of grotesque fish in Gyo, Ito's brilliance lies in his ability to take something everyday, something innocent, and turn it into a nightmare. For example, Uzumaki follows the story of a town cursed by spirals. Sounds strange, right? But in Ito's hands, the simple shape becomes a symbol of obsession, madness, and eventually destruction. The spirals infect everything, people, nature, even time itself. One of his most recognizable traits is his hyper-detailed artwork, especially the expressions of horror and dread on his characters' faces. His meticulous attention to detail makes you feel every ounce of their fear and despair. There's a sense that something is wrong, even in panels where nothing overtly terrifying is happening. That's where Ito's real genius shines. He knows that real horror comes from the unknown, the inexplicable. Ito's influences go beyond just manga. He's a huge fan of H.P. Lovecraft, the American writer famous for cosmic horror. Like Lovecraft, Ito plays with themes of the unknown and unimaginable horrors that are often beyond human comprehension. In some ways, Ito's work can feel like a modern extension of Japan's traditional ghost stories, known as kaidan. But he doesn't rely on folklore alone. His stories are often deeply psychological, exploring the fears and anxieties we face in everyday life. Many of Ito's works reflect the pressure of modern society, especially in Japan, where themes like isolation, societal pressure, and the fragility of life come through loud and clear. Perhaps this is a reason why his stories resonate with such a wide audience. Ito's influence extends far beyond the pages of manga. Over the years, he's been involved in various collaborations, including a collection of animated adaptations of his short stories called the Junji Ito Collection. While the animation itself didn't quite capture the terror of his original art, it helped introduce his stories to a new generation of fans. And, just in time, a new animated version of Uzumaki is due to hit streaming services very soon. His works have also been showcased in art exhibitions around the world, where visitors can experience his chilling illustrations up close. Speaking of which, on my last trip to Tokyo, I was able to catch an exhibition of his work. Got the tickets and entered the gallery. Take a look at some of his disturbing but interesting artwork. And this is Japan, so there has to be some kind of gift shop. This pop-up one in the gallery had a ton of different things as collectibles or souvenirs. Which one would you buy? At the heart of it, Junji Ito's work is timeless because it taps into something deeply primal: fear. Not just fear of monsters or the supernatural, but the fear of losing control, of being consumed by the unknown. Whether it's in the form of spirals, or flesh-eating fish, or an unkillable woman, his stories haunt you long after you close the book. For horror fans around the world, Junji Ito is more than just a manga artist. He's a master of fear. Thanks for taking this terrifying journey into the world of Junji Ito with me. If you enjoyed this dive into the depths of horror, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content about all things Japan. And let me know in the comments, what's your favorite Junji Ito story? And are you afraid of spirals now?